Hello everyone, my name is Liliana Quesada Serpa. I graduated from UCSD around 7 years ago with a major in psychology. After I graduated, I started working for different homeless shelters in San Diego County, and my previous employment was with the Kearney Mesa Juvenile Detention Facility. I decided to study the Master's in Education with an emphasis in counseling because at times I felt powerless. Despite being able to listen to my clients with empathy and respect, I felt I didn't have the adequate expertise to guide them through difficult moments. I realized that I wanted to obtain more training in order to improve my current skill level to create a positive impact in my clients' lives. I am 30 years old, Gen Y, and first generation immigrant. I grew up Catholic, but I identify as agnostic. My Catholic family holds traditional views, and I haven't disclosed that I don't believe in God. I identify as Mexican. My mother and my father were born in Tijuana, Mexico, and I was born in the US, but a few months after being born, I went back with my family to Tijuana, Mexico. I grew up speaking Spanish only, and when I was 15 years old, my mother told me that I had to go study in the US, and I became a transborder commuter, commuting from Tijuana, Mexico to Chula Vista every day to go to school. I was an ESL student, English as second language, and not being able to communicate in English affected my confidence and my sense of identity. In my previous school in Tijuana, Mexico, I was part of the poetry club and I was part of the folkloric dance club. But when I started high school in the US, I was afraid of being myself. Now I am married into a Colombian family. I have a bicultural, bilingual daughter, and we all live in Chula Vista, California. I grew up in the lower middle class. My father worked for a gas station, and my mother was a homemaker. I went to a public high school, and I started working when I was 17 years old in a fast food restaurant. My brother was the first one to attend college, and I follow his steps. I currently work full time as a clerk in San Diego County, and my husband has a master's in physics, but he works for full time as a technician for a recycling company. And I just wanted to put that out there because I think that's one of the effects that migration had on our current family. He was a university professor in Colombia, but when we migrated, he hasn't had the same opportunity here yet. I consider that we are in the lower middle class, and I am heterosexual, but I have a lot of friends who are gay, lesbian, and transgender. I am a woman, a mother, and a wife, and I follow my own gender related roles, but that is not seen very well by my family. For example, when it's time to eat in my family, there is the expectation that the woman must serve the husband first. And when I go to my mom's house for dinner or something, I usually don't follow that role. I serve myself, my husband serves himself, and we are both responsible of our daughter. And I think my mother is still uncomfortable with the idea, but her reactions are better than before. So she's getting a little bit used to my new gender related roles in my household. And this assignment made me reflect that even if it seems I come from the same background as another individual, we all have different experiences. It also reminded me to never jump into a conclusion when I interact with different cultures because there is so much diversity. And finally, this assignment gave me the opportunity to question parts of me that I didn't question before. For example, the indigenous heritage. I don't have any information about that, but I'm sure I must have indigenous heritage. So it just kind of inspired me to have a conversation with my mom about that, if she has any idea about my grandparents. And I'm eager to learn more about myself and learn from each other. Thank you.